The night was heavy with wind and waves as the disciples struggled against the relentless storm on the sea. Lightning flashed in the distance, illuminating the churning water beneath their small boat. Tense silence hung between them, punctuated only by the crash of waves and the creaking of the vessel's timbers. Suddenly, through the sheets of rain and darkness, a figure appeared, moving with a calmness that defied the storm itself. It was Jesus, walking on the water, his presence both miraculous and serene amidst the chaos. The disciples gawked, hearts pounding with a mix of wonder and fear. Among them, Peter felt a surge of courage bubbling up, challenging the storm and his own doubts. In a voice both trembling and determined, he asked, as if daring both the sea and himself, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water." Jesus answered simply, "Come." Without a moment's hesitation, Peter stepped out of the boat and onto the unruly sea beneath him. For a glorious moment, he walked, buoyed by faith and the sight of his Savior's face across the waves. The water rippled beneath his feet like solid ground, and the impossible became real. Yet amid this wonder, the howling wind caught his attention, and the storm's menace crept back into his awareness. Doubt gnawed at his confidence, fear leapt into his heart, and his feet faltered against the shifting water. Slowly, inexorably, he began to sink, the sea swallowing him inch by inch. In that moment of peril, Peter's cry pierced the night, "Lord, save me!" Immediately, Jesus reached out and caught him, lifting him from the watery abyss with gentle hands. "You of little faith," Jesus said with a smile that mixed gentle rebuke and unwavering love. Back in the boat, the storm began to abate, the wind softening and the waves calming as swiftly as they had roared. Peter sat dripping wet, humbled yet alive with a new awe for the one who commanded the sea and saved the faltering heart. His courage had pushed him beyond every boundary of human limitation, and even in his faltering, he had glimpsed the power of faith. The lesson was clear. Faith requires daring, but it also demands steady focus on the source of that faith. Peter's journey across the stormy waters revealed the beautiful tension between courage and fear that dwells in every believer's heart. It is not the absence of fear that defines faith, but the willingness to keep looking to Jesus despite the fears that arise. This story resonates across time, inviting each of us to step out from the safety of our own boats, to confront life's storms with a heart anchored in trust. Even when our steps falter and fear threatens to pull us under, Jesus is there, ready to save and steady us once again. The waves of doubt may roar, but the voice of Christ stands firmer still, calling us to come. In the quiet hush after the storm, Peter's soaked and humbled figure gazed with new understanding at his Savior. He no longer saw Jesus just as a teacher or friend, but as the one who commands nature and calms the restless sea inside his soul. That night by the shore became a transformative turning point, a moment where faith was not a mere word but a living, breathing force. As we reflect on Peter's brave step and faltering faith, we see a mirror of our own struggles and hopes. Peter's story encourages us to embrace the courage within us, even when we cannot see the path ahead clearly. It reminds us that courage is not the absence of fear but the decision to trust and take steps forward anyway. And when fear overtakes us, as it did Peter, we can cry out with confidence knowing help is near. This tale challenges us to hold our eyes steady on Jesus in the storms of life, drawing strength from his presence and promises. Like Peter, we may find our courage tested, our faith stretched, but never extinguished. For in the divine rescue lies the heart of the story, a love that reaches across the waters and the wind to lift us up. Thus, the man who stepped onto the water stands as a beacon for all who dare to believe beyond their limitations. His journey from boldness to fear and back into grace reveals the relentless mercy that meets us in every falter. So may we find in his example the inspiration to look fear in the eye and to keep our gaze fixed on Jesus alone. In that steadfast focus lies the true power to walk above the waves. If this story touched your heart, please like and share this video to inspire others on their journey of faith. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more powerful stories that uplift and encourage your spirit. Together, let us step boldly into the unknown, trusting in the one who commands the winds and waves.